I wanted to show you something I call the QSO Minder. This is something that I've developed and handed out to a bunch of my local friends here. And it's nothing more than a piece of metal. Actually, it's an old Goodman furnace door that I cut up out of my shop and painted green. And what I did was I took a bunch of these old magnets that you can get, like for business cards or advertisements, and I cut them up. And I put labels on there from my label maker. And what I do is I have it set up for the QSO. This is me, of course, N4MQ. So if someone else comes in here, we can add them. Let me try to do it in an organized manner. So if Jeff comes in here, we can throw his call, sorry for the camera work, we can throw his call in here and put him on the air with the rest of us. That way we have the order. If somebody's going to leave, and I can't do it very well here, we could just take their calls out, put them off to the side. This way what we have is the opportunity to put people in order and change the order of rotation very quickly, sort of like ATC does with airplanes with their little cards. Hopefully we don't have any conversions here, crashes. But what it does is it just gives you a simple way to move calls in or out. When someone goes off the air, I just push them back. And that way I know who's still on the QSO or what the rotation is. And if somebody has to go answer the phone and comes in later, it's just that easy to keep track of it. And it's very visual, so it works pretty good. This saves all the problem of writing on a piece of paper and scratching things out and trying to remember which piece of the paper was the current activity. So, just an idea, but you can take these label makers and print up the call signs to make them real legible, and then stick them on the metal, or you could use the side of your rig, whatever you want. This right here is just a piece of metal that I put on here. And I just took a bend in the metal to make a little support. I even cleaned it up by putting rubber feet on the bottom so it doesn't mark anything up. And then that way I have the order of my QSO. And that's my on-the-air light. To remind me, I have another one on order. That one's temporary. So, there are some ideas in case anybody wants to try to do it real cheap. Great idea. I sent it into QST, but they didn't publish it. So I'm putting it on here, just pass it around. Anybody's interested, it's real easy to copy. And like I said, you can add or subtract people at a moment's notice, and it's all organized. So it keeps you together so you don't sound like you got dementia on the air. This is N4MQ. Have a good day.